Hello everyone, it's Arium aka Yuno aka the Firefish Sky, and today we have a deck profile for Spirit Hands. This is Air Falco's Moral Attack Monthly 6 winning list. He also topped for the two format library events. First time it was with basically the same deck with like one card changed, and the second time he added like a Moral Attack and Sanctum Engine without Beagle Attack. That was like a couple of days ago. I don't really like that build, so I don't have currently plans to profile it. But yeah, this is a pretty cool rogue deck. He has put in quite a bit of results with it, but I, I don't hear many other people enjoying it quite as much results wise. But I mean, can't fight with the stats. So yeah, let's just jump into it. This is Spirit Hands. Oh. So we're starting off with 3 copies of Faratama. If you don't know what the spirits do, basically, well, spirits bust themselves in the end phase when they're normal summoned, the turn they're normal summoned, and they cannot be special summoned. But basically, Aratama is your Stratos of the deck. He searches your spirits. Meanwhile, Nikitama is your Evil Swarm caster or Constellar Pollux of the deck. And the neat thing about him is that if he gets sent to the graveyard while you control a spirit monster, you get to draw a card, which is really nice. It's really strong if you get Nikitama plus Aratama plus Kagetokage. You can leave the Aratama on board, use Nikitama and attach it for an Exquisite summon, for an Exquisite effect, and you get a draw one, which we'll get to there when we get there, but it's really strong. And then 2 copies of Yaksha as just another spirit. He just bounces a Bakro. It's not the best card, but it's not like Spirits have many other good cards besides Aratama and Nikitama, so just an extra name. Then 3 copies of Kagetokage, really important in the deck for rank 4 plays, and well, we'll see. But yeah, next we have 3 copies of Fire Hand and 3 copies of Ice Hand. Well, the deck enjoys having cards that stick on board, because then you can get like more ways to trigger Nikitama, or like if you can get like normal summon Nikitama, normal summon Aratama, overlay, draw one with Nikitama, and then bounce the Aratama back in hand to get another search next turn. So you already searched the Nikitama with the Aratama, and then you get another search, maybe a Yaksha, maybe another Nikitama, but it's probably a bit late for that. You probably run out of them, but yeah. General, really strong cards, Ice Hand and Fire Hand, even if not as good as they used to be. Then we're playing 2 copies of DD Crow. It's a really strong card. He was kind of definitely ahead of his time in terms of maining traps. We're starting to see that a lot more. But DD Crow is really strong, and it also ties nicely with our BLS. BLS is really important in this deck because you can search it, basically. The play with Nikitama I mentioned, you can go into Laval Chain, stack the BLS, and then search it. And, well, Nikitama is the only light in the deck besides BLS, but you do have quite a bit of darks. You have Kagetokage, Aratama, and DD Crow. So yeah, it usually should be live. It can be bricky early game, but I mean, we're only running one BLS, not like we're running Chaos Sorcerer. Not that you ever should, because like, again, it's searchable, that's why you run it. But yeah, next going into the spells, we're running 2 copies of Forbidden Lass, dealing with back rows. Then 1 Dark Hole, you bounce your stuff, so it doesn't matter often. It can be free. 1 Mind Control, it's a really strong card, and can be used to steal rank 4s. And 1 Book of Moon. I'm not sure how to feel about this, but can be decent. Like your guys have 800 attack and 1800 defense, so that can come up if like they negate their effects. They get stuck on the field, which is it's a really strong play versus Zaratama especially. So what you can do is Book of Moon the Zaratama if they try to swing over it. So now you trigger it. I don't know if they get a search. Do they? The text is really small. Yes, it does. Triggers, and then yeah, that's really nice utility actually. And you can also, if you really need the search, you can also chain it to the Aratama summon. You don't get to bounce it back, but you still get the search. Then for traps, we are running 3 copies of Memory of an Adversary. We're not running Soul Charge for obvious reasons. We cannot use it with the spirits. So this is basically a straight improvement over your the prisons and such. Well, I say straight improvement, but this deck can get damaged quite easily, since you often turn 1 have an empty board. So yeah, but still, really strong card. Next 2 copies of Finish Chain. In general, very versatile card. 2 copies of Breakthrough Skill, because artifacts are a bitch. And also Felgran. 2 copies of Black Horn of Heaven, just if they try to get cheeky with XYZ summons, you got that. 2 copies of Fire Tap for back rows. 1 Dark Bribe, I'm not entirely sure, that's a pretty odd card choice, but I guess it's kind of like Wiretap and can... I don't know. It can stop Soul Charge, I guess. Yeah, that's something that I don't know. I'm just reporting the news here. Don't shoot the messenger again. And then 1 bottomless, 1 torrential, 1 Sun and Morning. Not sure why not Compulse, but that's his list. Okay, moving on to the extra deck. 2 copies of 101. It's the best rank 4, and we're running pretty much exclusively generic rank 4s. So yeah, there's really no reason not to run it. 1 Exciton, Dweller, Rhapsody, Black Sheep, Ragnar Zero, general use rank 4s. Then for combo-ish rank 4s you have more like follow-up. Yeah, for follow-up stuff we have King of the Feral Imps, search Kaketokage, Lavable Chain to search BLS or trigger Nikitama, or both. Legusto Emerald to reset your hands and your Nikitamas. It's really strong. Then Gorgon, Ice Stroke, Heartland Draco, Cowboy, and Gaia Charger, just for the mind control and memory of an adversary. You can make pretty much every card versus artifact trap tricks good to get with memory of an adversary. So that's pretty solid. But yeah, that's the list. Again, shoutouts to Werfalco. Leave a like, join the Discord, subscribe, hit that bell, and goodbye.